Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. What the What up? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. What's Gucci? We're gonna talk about it today. We're gonna talk about it. Make sure y'all come in and smash the like button. I know y'all half stepping. To all the haters, I'm back. Y'all gotta stop the half stepping and get the likes up. That's the only way I could bring these live streams to you. One way or the other, we growing the platform. So get with it or get left. The train won't stop. Listen, in 2024, don't be trying to jump on the bandwagon. No new friends. Bro, no new friends. We not accepting none of that, bro. If you wasn't rocking and you ain't been rocking with the best. Yo, what is that, dog? If you ain't been rocking, it's too late. Oh, this is driving me crazy. Hold on one second. I keep hearing like a noise. Man, y'all know I'm a perfectionist. I got OCD. I keep hearing this noise, like a clicking. I'm like, what is that? I really can't figure out what it is. But anyway, Spo said, let's go, y'all. Get this chat jumping. Hit the like on the way in. Absolutely. Who y'all got, Haney or Tank? If it ever to happen, you think it'd be at 140 since Devin probably can't go back down. For me, I think I picked Tank, close decision or mid-late stoppage. Walter says Tank by knockout. Let's see what Kamal Oz is talking about. Let's get it. Tank over everybody. He got the haters seething. They're so triggered. Get those MFing likes up, fellas. King Leo. Oh, King Leo to God. Okay. Salute. Tank stops Devin in the 8th round. Tank got the haters in a frenzy. Man, Tank's that dude. Shout out to my man from New Zealand, Ty Golan. Devin all day. He's too big and too smart, too slick for Tank, no cap. I could see Tank and Haney fight going just like Ryan fight. Gervonta Davis makes Devin Haney do the Martin Lawrence. Wow. Against Tommy the Hitman Hearns if they fight. Tank by brutal knockout. Mortal Kombat voice. Finish him. Devin versus Tank. I got to figure out what that noise is. Is like Tyson Holyfield. Tank will be exposed by Haney. That, bro, y'all don't know boxing. It is so official. Like, this is the funny thing about my job. I love my job, for the record. But this proves to me that y'all don't know ish about boxing. This man said Devin Haney versus Tank Davis is comparable to Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. If you're going to throw an analogy, who's Mike Tyson in that equation and who's Evander Holyfield? Because Tank don't fight like Mike Tyson. And Devin doesn't have the attributes of Evander Holyfield. So what are you even talking about? That was a horrible fight. Horrible. That was a horrible, like, analogy. And I see that all the time in boxing where people have these analogies and they'll be like, hold on one second. I got to figure out this clicking. I could not figure out what that noise is, but the show must go on. I'm going to try to figure it out. Listen, Kamal Oz sent $20 via Super Chat. Okay. Kamal Oz says, hold on, that's too big. Oh. Hold on. Looking crazy. Hold on. All right, Kamal Oz sent $20. Thank you very much to Kamal Oz. Let's lay the cards on the table. Only Al Heyman A-sides have to make concessions. Bingo. Facts. First arrow, now Tank. Devin is not free. He's got the Sandor Martin mandatory fight next. He wasn't free to step in for Rolly. He had a top-ranked contract. Oh, my gosh. The boy Kamal is on fire. Set yo on fire. Bro, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think the difference between me and a lot out there is some of y'all just here for the drama. It don't even matter if it makes sense. It don't matter if it's factual. That, to me, that's not boxing, though. That's not boxing. Just making up like randomness and, oh, he's scared and like just fake drama. Like, I do not believe Tank is afraid of Devin Haney. Y'all can say whatever he's scared and all that. I don't see that. And I also feel there's some things that have to be addressed and pointed out. And you guys can say whatever you want, but for me, I'm always going to, oh, I know what that noise is. Oh, yeah, I can't have that. Hold on. For me, I'm always going to be the voice of reason in this game. I'm always going to be the voice of reason. And some of what is being said and narratives that are being put out, I don't see it that way. And I'm always going to speak my mind, whether people F with it or not, whether they like what I have to say or not, ain't nothing changing, bro. I mean, I got to call it fair. Now, you guys can try your best. See, the boxing game is so weak and feeble where a person like me, I don't have nothing against none of these fighters. I like what Devin Haney's doing. I love what Tank is doing, right? No beef across the board. But because somebody sets the table in such a way, like only I know how to, right? People try to like, oh, this guy's on this side. I'm not on no side. I'm on the side of boxing. They need to fight. That will settle everything. Tank, Devin, fight. Great. Is you, Muff, and a bunch of Facebookers and YouTubers, and they're the ones with emotionally invested narratives and points of views and picking side. I ain't got no side. I was just right in front at Devin Haney fight, in front of Bill. I've been in front of Tank, Calvin Ford. Like, I ain't got a side. My side is boxing, fight. It's that simple. But at the end of the day, I got an opinion on anything that goes on in my sport, and that's what we do. Coach Calvin said they will be sending that contract. Devin better sign it. Where he say that? On Rise podcast? Yeah, but a lot of narratives being painted, and like, it's like the internet and boxing. Like, see, you got to keep in mind, YouTube is the most popping for boxing. There's no mainstream media don't hold boxing down like YouTube does, right? That goes without saying. However, the problem with the internet, and I've always said this, is it's free. You know, I'm not saying your internet package is free through Comcast or whatever, but the reality is it's overall it's free. Most people in our country, at least America, have the ability to access the internet via a phone. You got an Obama phone, a tablet, something, a laptop. Most people have some access to the internet. The problem is information at your fingertips, but at the same time, it's so many opinions, and You got people who don't understand anything about boxing, ain't been doing it at the highest level like your boy Ego, don't understand the business, and they, click up, pick sides, and that's what you get. I'm not here for that. I'm here to tell you, what I see and what is going on in these boxing streets. All right, I'm gonna check that Rise video. I ain't peeped it yet. They said they sending the contract. Let's go. Let's go. My perspective on the fight, it's an amazing fight. It's a great fight. It's a definite great fight for boxing. But I personally see inherent problems in making the fight. Shout out to Cassandra. She said, facts. I get all the latest and greatest from YouTube. These YouTube streets is on fire. I try to tell you, YouTube got the game on lock. Got the game on Smidash. So hopefully they can arrange the terms or whatever to make it happen. But some of y'all is still capping. A lot of what's being said, it doesn't make sense to me. Like Kamal Oz touched on this earlier. You got idiots who are advocating for Tank Davis to relinquish all of his A-side leverage to give his op a better chance or just basically do what his opponent wants. Tell me when in boxing that has ever been the case where the A side just says, and I'm not, I guess Errol Spence is kind of an example of that, where Errol Spence gave up everything. You know what I mean? He let Terrence Crawford get a coin flip. What else did Errol give away? Errol Spence gave away a lot. He gave extra money to Crawford that Crawford's a great fighter, but if we're looking at the stats in the A side and who was packing out venues and stuff like that, did Crawford essentially earn that extra money and coin flips and all that type of stuff? You know what I mean? And when I bring this stuff up, people, oh, you're making excuses for Tank. I just said make the fight. How am I making an excuse for him? Make the fight. It don't hurt me no way. I love to see it. Let's go. Make the fight. Y'all say stupid stuff because you're emotional. You're emotional cowards. Boxing's full of emotional, soft cowards. Talking about you're making excuses for Tank. What excuse did I make? Make the fight. That ain't no excuse. It's the law of the land. There's never been a time in boxing history where a noted A side is expected so heavily to give up and relinquish all that they've worked for to accommodate their opponent. I don't care how much you like Devin Haney, how much you like Tank. These are facts. These are the facts of the law of the land. Like I said, rules of engagement. Kamal Oz, he just sent another one, just like the other one. He said, not sure the Haneys accept they're a clear B-side. And that's what happens when you have these big fights, big egos, no pun intended, because I'm big ego, and nobody wants to bow down. Devin Haney's stance is probably like, yo, I fought Lomachenko. I was undisputed. I just beat Regis Prograis. So that's his angle. Tank is like, bro, I outsell you. You've never done $1 million plus for any of your fights, which is facts, right? So again, they all got their own like angles to the bag and what they think. But the reality as I see it is Tank Davis is the A side. You can listen to a pack of bums on the internet who say, oh no, Tank lost it and he's not the A side. But last time I checked, his last fight did over $1 million and that's on his name and he won the fight. People keep saying Ryan Garcia was the reason the fight did $1 million plus. Based on what? Like, see, the difference between me and them outside of greatness is people make up stats. I don't have to make up stats. I never have to lie to make up a point. You know what I'm saying? How do you qualify or quantify that Ryan Garcia sold the million plus pay-per-views, and it had nothing to do with Gervonta Davis. Where you get that from? I want to hear it. Let me hear it in the comment section. To all the people who are saying, oh, the pay-per-view only did $1 million because of Ryan Garcia, it had nothing to do with Tank, then explain why. Where'd you get that data point? How do you take a collective and somehow remove the main event, remove the A side? This is what they do to black fighters. I keep telling you, they did it with Floyd. Anytime Floyd had super great numbers, they said and attributed the success of the pay-per-view to Pacquiao. I believe Oh, the fight only sold because of Pacquiao. But how come Pacquiao, when he wasn't fighting Floyd, never did some of these other numbers? If it was all Pacquiao. Kenya B, what's up? He said if Ryan Garcia generated $1 million, why would they have to give away Duarte tickets? Boop. And the other thing that's flawed in Fluke is Ryan Garcia had an opportunity versus Tank and he lost. You ain't beat Lamont Peterson. You lost. So now that you lost, you can't omit the facts that you lost, and anybody who gets knocked out and is perceived that they quit, your stock drops a little bit. If the perception is you lost, or that's not even a perception. If the reality is you lost and the perception is that you quit, you may have quit in the fight, then your stock usually takes some level of hit, right? So people are talking about the undefeated Ryan. Tank fought an undefeated Ryan. So we can't say, oh yeah, he's the one that sold everything. How did he sell everything? Shout out to whoever just subscribed. I didn't catch the name. But yeah, shout out. I see y'all. People would love to do that. Somebody in my comment section earlier, they said Mario Barrios beat Ugas better than Errol Spence. So you're completely omitting the fact that Errol Spence battered Ugas and messed up his eye to begin with. What type of is that? This is how dense some boxing fans are. This is how obtuse some boxing fans are. They want to somehow give Mario Barrios, a Mexican-American fighter, credit for destroying Ugas, but then completely say, oh, he did it better than Errol Spence. But who knows if the Barrios fight would have even looked like that with Ugas had Ugas not previously been on a year-plus layoff, losing to Errol Spence. That's not how boxing works. You can't just remove data points that you know about to try to make a point. And you never see your boy Ego do that. That's just stupid. So if I have the data, then I'm not going to play dumb. And that's what we see and get in boxing. Even with this Tank Devin Haney stuff. Listen, I have much respect for the Haneys and the way they move in, what they doing is great. But I'm not, what's the word? I'm not compromised where I still can't do my job and still have an opinion. You see what I'm saying? For example, Devin did say at the media workout that he would go back down to 135 to fight a big fight, but it got to make sense like Tank. Now, after he's gotten it with Regis Prograis, he already went through the camp, had the fight. Now he just tweeted yesterday, scratch that. I'll never go back to 135. But that, if we're being fair and objective, that is an inconsistency or at best change of heart, change of mind from Team Haney. No one said before the fight make that statement, but he made the statement. Now he came out after, so maybe he went through the Regis Prograis fight and loved how he felt. But I'm not here to debate why he did it or why he said it or what changed. All I know is what you said. You said you would entertain a Tank fight because it's a big fight. Now you're saying, no, you won't at 35. That's a fact. That's not, ego being harsh or ego lying. That is what you said 20 days ago. And then after the fight with Regis, you said never gonna get it, never. You said you never going back. So for whatever reason, he changed his mind. But notice your boy ego, I don't ever have to change my mind because I have this mantra, this credo that I live with. I say it right the first time. I rarely have to go back, probably never, because I'm great. You know, I never really have to go back and correct something I said. Like, have I gotten predictions wrong? Absolutely. But I never have to really go back and like correct my statement or issue out apologies. So the most dangerous thing is a camera and a microphone. Fighters need to be aware of that. Like, you had your media day, you had this, you had press conference. The cameras is rolling. The mics is recording. So at the end of the day, people, that I seen it all on Boxing Twitter, people drudging up that clip from Devin Haney because, you know, a few weeks back, he did say that he could make 35 still. And that's what happens. But if you never would have said that, or said, the better thing for Devin to have said, in my opinion, would be like, let's get through this Regis Prograis fight and see how I feel. So that's not all the way shutting the window to it, but it's not also making the statement that you would consider 35, like you said, for the right fight. Because there's a big difference between I would consider 35 for the right fight, like Gervonta Davis, literally pretty much Devin's words, versus saying I'll never go back there. These are total opposites. And, you know, again, I'm not saying people can't change their mind over time, because clearly he did. But me personally, I would have, the moment you relinquished all them belts and then the news broke of that, then I would tread lightly on that subject about going back down. Me personally. I wouldn't have said that. Me personally. But to each his own. Because now that's what people are using against you. You said you would meet Tank at 35, and now fans are demanding the A side, Tank Davis, must go up to fight Devin Haney at 140. I mean, good luck with that. We'll see. Maybe. And here's the thing. This is my opinion. If Tank says, yo, let's make it happen at 140, that's his right to say that. I ain't got no problem. Make the fight then. If you want to make the fight at 140, all I'm saying is we know the law of the land and the way the A side works. You don't get to call the shots. It's that simple. You don't get to call the shots unless you're the A side, period. Usually the B side has to make concessions. Now you could say it's weak or whatever. I mean, then boxing history is weak because it's happened throughout history, period. Playboy Blends, what's up? Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. You gotta ask Remy. Don't forget Tank got that one hitter. I don't know what the UGA part is. Tank got one hitter quitter power. Shout out to Judah Warrior, somebody that gets it. He said, if I was A side like Ego says, I'm not giving you no advantages. I mean, that's just common sense. That's like you could do whatever you want. But if you're the A side, are you going to fight? That's like, let's say Andre Ward is the A side over Kovalev, right? We'll make it real simple. He could fight in Russia if he wants to. But why would you take a potentially tough fight? It's not even about, because a lot of people, they attribute it to fear. Everything is fear and scary and ducking and cherry picking. It just, you never take an away game. That's what I've noticed in boxing. If you don't have to, there's no point to. So it has nothing to do with fear. But why would Andre Ward, if he's the A side, you make him come to the West Coast? Why go to Russia if you don't have to? And you got idiotic fans who say, oh, but legacy. Okay, it's still a fight. Fight him in Vegas. How is it less of a legacy? So basically, these idiotic fans, what they want is they want you against all odds for them to give you any type of credit. If two people are going to scrap, they're going to scrap. Why does it matter from a perspective of why did Andre Ward got to beat Kovalev in Russia? He could beat him in Vegas. Like, what's the difference? You see what I'm saying? But again, the difference is if you're the A side, you have that ability, that seniority. Those are perks that come with being the A side where you can dictate some of those terms. You heard the interview with Bill Haney getting schooled by a caller about boxing legends going down and wait for a legacy fight. I mean, I did see on Twitter, because, you know, boxing Twitter got a lot of the clips. I seen the clip of the TBV where the guy was like yelling at him. People don't want to be realistic because they're emotional babies. Kamal Oz, thank you. He sent another $10. Let's go. Let's get the likes up. This man, Kamal Oz, spending his hard-earned money. The least y'all can do is smash the like button. Playboy Blends, the realest channel in the game is Ego. I told you, best in the business. He said there's no bias, is what gets you respected. Salute from LA. My second home. I'm coming out there. I'll be out there soon. Shout out to LA. Shout out to all my partners in Los Angeles. Kamal Oz, thank you. He sent $10. Haney can be his own worst enemy. He trashed Gamboa when Tank announced the fight, but then fought Gamboa later. He said he beat Gamboa better than Tank, and he put up a stinker and said, boxing is hit and don't get hit. Kamal trying to cook y'all. Kamal trying to cook y'all. And see, this is the thing that makes me great, the best in the business, and it's not even close. Because when I'm saying stuff, shout out to Judah Warrior, shout out to LA, shout out to my people in LA. When I'm saying these things, it's irrefutable. You can't the only way for me to come back is this ego belly. The only way you can refute this West Side, this knowledge that I'm dropping, is if you lie. That's the only way. So when I say that Devin Haney said he would be willing to go back down to 35 for a big fight, it's on camera. So there's no refuting. It's ego's right. That's it. There's no, oh, but wait, oh, he meant it like this. It's on camera with audio. So if we're talking about the best in the business and being objective, then it's got to be me because I'm looking at both sides. I'm hearing what the Haneys are saying. I'm hearing what the fans are saying and pro Haney. I'm hearing what pro Tank people. I'm hearing what Gervonta saying and Calvin Ford, and I'm listening to everything and I'm making my own assessments. So how can I not be the greatest? Because I'm giving it to you real. I'm going off of what's been said. Like that's the reality of it. I deal with facts. If you come at me, come with facts. A lot of people, they want to talk over you and loud talk you and threaten you and all that stuff. Come with facts. If it ain't about facts, miss me. Miss me. Because I'm the fact God. So again, if Tank says, yeah, let's run it at 140, then great. Then we got ourselves a fight. But also he has the advantage in terms of being the A side, where if he says you come to my weight or meet at a catch weight, then these are concessions that historically need to be made. Bill Haney did do an interview on the Boxing Voice on TBV, and he said no rehydration clause and no catch weight. So for me, I'm not holding my breath that this fight actually happens, because with statements like that, if Devin can't do the catch weight or is not even willing to entertain it, and he's not going to go back down to 35, and he don't want to catch weight, no rehydration clause, and these are sticking points for potentially, I don't know, I ain't talked to Tank, but it's potentially sticking points, then we're not going to have a fight. So people get mad. They say, oh, Ego, why are you talking about this? Why are you talking about the business? Because if the business doesn't get resolved, then you have no fight. They say Ego blocking the fight. How am I blocking the fight? I'm telling you what it is and what it's going to be. And it's going to be what I say it's going to be. So the reason I have to talk about these things, like some of y'all live it. What did Stallone say? Let me tell you something you already know, kid. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. I don't tell you what you want to hear. I'm telling you what you need to hear. And I'm smart enough to know that if the business don't make sense and the business ain't businessing, the math is not mathing, then you have no fight. So people, it's funny because some people, when they hear me say, they say, oh, ego blocking the fight. I'm doing the exact opposite of that. I'm not blocking the fight. I'm telling you the path to the fight. That's the complete opposite of blocking the fight. If it don't go how I say it's going to go, then you're not going to get a fight. So I'm just previewing it. I could clickbait y'all and say, oh, who Take said this, Devin said this. I could do that all day. But I like to be short and sweet and get straight to it. I just like to do it. No condom. I'm just raw. I'm telling you, there's not going to be a fight if the business doesn't align. Whether it's Pacquiao, Mayweather, and whatever fight you want, this is what come with it. Let me get this money. Y'all starting to piss me off. I'm gonna get the money. Yeah, get my likes up. I'm gonna get the money. Kamal Oz said, let's get to the money. $5. Bill Haney claimed that he wanted Subriel Matias and said that he talked with Peter Khan, who said Subriel demanded $4 million. That dude isn't even Matias. They was talking about that on Twitter too. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Listen, I'm on for the record. Subriel Matias, I like that motherfucker. He a dangerous fight for anybody at 140. Devin, T.O., Tank, anybody who at 140, that Puerto Rican got cracks. So that's my statement on him. I enjoy watching him. Rolly, anybody at 140, I think they got to box the right fight to fight him. Period. There's no exception to it. There's nobody that's Steven Seagal above the law at 140. You got to see Subriel Matias, and if you do see him, it's a dangerous fight for anybody. Now, I'm not saying specifically, oh, Devin only or T.O. Anybody, Richardson, Hitch, anybody who fight him until otherwise proven, that's a dangerous fight. Because Subriel, he literally killed a man. You know, I know some people are like, oh, he overrated. All right, then everybody should fight him then. Judah Warrior said, you have the best boxing channel. Shout out to my people. And still, didn't I just say that? That's what it takes sometimes. You take something from me, I'm coming to get it back. You beat me, I say, okay, we had a good night. I'm still coming to get it back. Pensacola in the house. Bro, I told you, I told you I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close. So, yeah, we'll see how it plays out. We'll see if the boy ego is wrong, but I don't see this fight happening with the egos and, pride and Sandor Martin being the mandatory. But y'all like to play dummy in the comment section and just get hype and blue balls. I'm not in the business to get blue balls. If y'all like blue balls, then you could type blue balls in the comment section. But me, I like to get it. I like to GTD, and I ain't talking Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm talking got the draws. I like to get straight to it. I'm not here for the blue balls. I'm telling you what it is. I told you I'm the best in the business. I told you, then I showed you. You guys can play all these games like, oh, yeah, and go back and forth and ping pong and pick sides. I don't do the fantasy fight. Make them up fight. But I'm telling you what it takes to make these fights. And you can believe it, don't believe it. I don't really care. My paycheck's still going to be the same. I'm still coming with the heat. I'm still coming with the ether. If you like blue balls and you like to, just go back and forth and get hyped up, and then I'm telling you stumbling blocks and roadblocks to some of these fights, and then you play dumb when the fight don't happen. I did it with Joshua and Tyson Fury. What's his name? There's only one Tyson Fury. I told you. Y'all was getting all high. Oh, you didn't see me making a million videos about Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua because I told you that wasn't happening. They were both had belts. They was both undisputed. They still ain't fought to this day. So y'all can play dumb if you want to. But when I'm right again, then y'all gonna be like, oh, Ego, I guess he do know something. What y'all talking about? Y'all play the same game every time in boxing. Oh, this guy's scared. This guy's ducking. These fighters been fighting all their life. They've been fighting since age 5, age 6, sparring every day and all this stuff, keeping their weight down. I don't really think it's a thing of fear, but the business gotta make sense. Period. And this is the thing. What I'm saying about Tank and Devin, it also applies to Devin. Richardson Hitchens just called. Listen, Richardson Hitchens just called out Devin. I don't think they get along because I've seen them. Hitchens kind of take shots at him, but Devin just beat Regis Prograis. They're on the same promotional entity, or at least Eddie Hearn. They both was working with him, right? That's, to me, that's a good fight. But again, the business got to make sense. Devin just became a champion. Richardson Hitchens ain't been a champion. So just because I'm calling you out, even though they're with the same people, I don't think the fight will happen. Shakur Stevenson, Lomachenko, they with the same people. They both with Bob Arum. Now, I think Lomachenko, he's the best fighter since Cassius Clay. I mean, Muhammad Ali. Bro, they got the same people and they ain't not fighting. Shakur over there with TR, top rank. Lomachenko with TR. They still not fighting. So again, this is what you guys have to understand with boxing. Only time, listen, when it's a black man in charge like Al Heyman and PBC, it's always like urgent. It's always dire straits. Like, oh, PBC need to make these fights. Why Top Rank don't got to make Shakur Stevenson Lomachenko? Why Eddie Hearn don't have to make, when he have two people that you want to see fight like Devin and Richardson Hitchens? That's a solid fight. Or DAZN, why they ain't got to make Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia? And they both with DAZN. Devin been with DAZN in the past, and they still never fought. But then somehow Tank, a PBC fighter, fought the Golden Boy DAZN fighter. So I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding when it's PBC, why is the pressure only on them? Like, everybody else get to drunk drive and all this, and PBC got to have chaperones and drive with a designated driver. Why the game so reckless for everybody else except for PBC, and they got to be on their P's and Q's? Let me know that. Tank Davis got to make a fight with anybody who call him out. But then Shakur and Devin was just with Top Rank, and then they don't necessarily have to fight. Shakur just moved to 135, though. What does that have to do with anything? You bearded bastard. What does that have to do with anything? You looking like Kimbo Sliced. What are you talking about, bro? Justin Watson. Kimbo Sliced. Kimbo Cheese Slice. What does that have to do with anything? Oh, but Shakur just moved to 135. And what does that change? Please let me know. He a top talent. He with the same people at that time. Why he got it? Why he got it? What does that mean? Oh, but Shakur just moved up. Okay. Yeah, he just moved up and he called out everybody. Hey, you foul, bro. He said I look better than Kimbo. Yeah, you shouldn't talk on the deceased, bro. Like, you comparing looks to somebody who's no longer here. Hey, come on, bro. Where they do that at? Anyway, what does Shakur moving up have to do with anything? That's my point. That's my question. Hey, Kamal, stop bro. Kamal, please just stop blocking people. You've been blocking heavy, bro. Come on, Kamal. We gotta have some fun in here. My question to all of y'all is this: how come the pressure is PBC to they gotta do? Okay, this is what I'm not understanding. People say PBC sucks and PBC need to do better, and they keep going through networks and promoters. But why is all the focus and pressure on them making the fight? If they suck and they all that, bro, y'all cap as hell. The same thing with Tank Davis. People say, "Oh, Tank needs to step up. He needs to worry about his legacy." Then why do y'all worry about Tank so much then? If he ain't this and that and he suck and his resume trash and he ducked Lomachenko and Devin and whatever people are saying, why do y'all care about this man so much then? It's starting to look a little fishy, bro. It's starting to look fishy. Everybody seems like enamored with somebody that they're saying is beneath everybody. Oh, Tank's really not that good. He'll be losing fights. Okay, then why y'all talk about him so much? That I'm not understanding this. Oh, PBC needs to really step it up. But y'all don't say nothing when DAZN, bro, DAZN be having random Italians fight and stuff like that. You don't care about that. It'd be like Mario versus Luigi. It's me, Mario. Y'all never complain. You don't never have issue when Mario fighting Wario and Luigi and all this on DAZN. But then when PBC announced whatever fight, oh man, this is on pay-per-view. Why is Berto fighting Guerrero? Why the UK got David Price and Derek Chisora and Joseph Parker in every card? Like, what? Why is it? I'm looking for consistency, people. Bro, the UK, they be using the same people. Bro, what's the Mexican dude that played Hector? And he was in Training Day? And he played the same role in every movie? Mexican cuz. Bro, that's the UK fights. The Mexican dude with the shaved head, any movie in LA, he in that month. As the token Mexican dude. Bro, the cuz from at the table, when they left the white boy, Ethan Hawke, when they left him with the essays. Bro, he the same character every movie. It'd be Romeo and Juliet, that Mexican dude, Hector, be in there. Hey, what's up, fool? What's up, Romeo? Oh, you got a problem, Romeo? Like, bro, he is every single movie I ever. Yeah, his name is Hector, his character name Hector. I don't know who bro. Every movie I done seen cuz in, like he don't never had no range. Mexican cuz be in every movie, bro. It'd be a rom-com. Romantic comedy. It'd be a J-Lo rom-com. Hey, what's up, J-Lo, fool? Bro, y'all know who I'm talking about? From Training Day, when they was with the cars? You feel like, when he was like, you ever had your pushed in? I've had my pushed. And that dude's like, I had my pushed in, bro. Big time. Bro, this pushed in dude. Bro, y'all lucky I can't cuss. Y'all lucky I can't cuss. Bro, he was in the Fast and the Furious. He was like, what's up? What's up, Dominic Fu? He same movie, every movie he's that character. I've had my bro, why were they bragging about having they ish pushed back in? He's like, I had my pushed in, bro. I ain't never going to prison. Book it. I ain't never going to prison. If that's what y'all doing, nah, I ain't going to jail. Bro. Bro, I am never going to prison just off of that scene. That need an Oscar. Cause he was with it. I've had my dead was dead, bro. The amount of spit that came out of his mouth when he bro, he had the tats on his neck. I've had my was dead, bro, big dog. Y'all done got spit all on my mic. Y'all gonna buy me a new microphone. Bro, if this microphone don't work, y'all buy me a new one. I've had my was dead. I promise if this mic don't work, y'all buy me a brand new microphone on Dead Homies. Listen, on Dead Homies, y'all buy me a new microphone. If this water done seeped in past the... Hold on. Y'all thought it was a game with me, huh? I got spittle all on my beard. I can't, bro. You wildin'. Whatever. Y'all say that every episode, bro. Oh, man, ego's tripping, bro. That I'm tripping, but the Mexican cuz was like, I remember bro. So he wasn't tripping about getting his pushed in, but your boy ego is tripping. Got it. My boy Isaiah put $5 on the new mic, gang. You dig? Bro, boxing fans, shout out to Isaiah. Let's go. Yeah, y'all paying for a new mic. I promise on that. Hey, Surah gotta be lying, bro. I'm so done with Surah. He said he was in Alien Resurrection. Hey, I don't remember that, bro. I don't remember him on no Alien movie, bro. That's funny. He was scrapping with the alien with Cortez's on. Yeah, his name is Noel. Bro, here he is. Hold on. This dude. Y'all can see him? Bro, he the token La Raza in every movie, bro. He don't have no movie. Look, he don't have no movie with his hair different. He always throwing up the West Side with a shaved head. Bro, every movie. Bro, he don't have no new hairstyle, nothing. Look, every movie. His goatee don't change. His mustache don't change. I mustache you a question. Bro, same hair, same facial hair, every movie, bro. He got the same lines. Yeah, look, I told you. Anyway, y'all sound stupid per usual. You sound goofy as usual. Talking about, oh, Tank is scared and just all this goofy stuff, bro. I been boxing. Some of y'all weird, bro. Like some of y'all need to go out and run some laps or something. Get some fresh air, bro. Everybody's scared. Everybody's ducking. Everybody's like everything, you know. Oh man, Tank, good, bro. Y'all still ain't answering. Why would Tank? If Ryan Garcia, as big as he was when he was undefeated, and he was talking trash and promoting the fight, built his brand up. If he wasn't the A side, how do you think Shakur, Devin, whoever, Matias, anybody, how do you think anybody else Okay. I'm going to say it again. If Ryan Garcia, who got 10 million subs and GMC commercials and been in some movies and it go viral, if he wasn't the A-side versus Tank and he was an undefeated knockout puncher, right? Then how do you expect anybody else to be? Even Shakur Stevenson, credit to him, said that. He said, Tank, he called the shots. He literally, Shakur just said that in a recent interview this year. He said, Tank called the shots. He the A-side. I would love to fight him. It'd be a big fight, but he the man. So again, even with Devin Haney, the great work that he's done, he still wouldn't be the A-side, in my opinion, over Tank Davis. So with that being said, if you know boxing and you know what you know, again, I don't see the fight happening because Devin has a direction, Bill Haney has a direction, and then they seem to be stern on, hey, we fighting at this weight, no rehydration clause, no catch weight, this way. Like, but you, in my opinion, I never seen somebody buff the A-side and then force the A-side hand. So again, I don't see it happening. Shout out to Hector. Now we got the real Hector in we got the real Hector in here. Shout out to my man Hectic Nasty. We got the real Hector. Kamal Oz. Why was there no pressure on DAZN to match Andre with Canelo? Facts. Undisputed at 160. Instead, Canelo grabbed Kovalev off of ESPN in a weird fight that looked FAF. No pressure to make bum lovekin, boo-boo, hypocrisy. That's what I'm saying. Why is it only PBC? Why they all have, like, people complain and gripe and, oh, this PBC fights on pay-per-view and all this stuff. But why is it, if they're not doing what you think they should be doing for boxing, then why are they held to a higher standard? That's how I know you guys are cap. Every single one of you that push this narrative, you are cap. Why would the highest standard be to the lousiest boxing entity if that's how you feel? Or they say Tank Davis, he sucks and his resume sucks. But everybody's putting Tank's name in their video or in their post. Explain this. How do you not fight and everybody's talking about your name? How are you in jail and everybody's saying your name? When Tank got arrested, like, bro, the man got arrested. I never been arrested for nothing domestic, and I chilled the way you met. Y'all don't know about that, Mace. Shout out to MA$E. The man got, bro, if I'm lying, I'm flying. Tank got arrested. I remember the night he got arrested. It was like last December, right? Gervonta needs to fight Kermel. Hey, block this dude, bro. Joe Loner. Yeah, you're going to be a loner, all right, when the shooter get to you. Block him. You heard that? That mean run. Block Joe Loner. You are such a waste of space in this chat. Your services are no longer required. Get him gone. Joe Loner, you're going to be the loner and a goner. You out of here. Shout out to Sura. Get a drum or something. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Moving on. Tank had a issue like an altercation or phone 911, whatever, last December. I made a video and it went viral. I talked about Tank. Everybody talked about Tank. Why are Tank doing numbers and he don't even have to do nothing with his fight sometimes? I think he was being sarcastic. Well, he gonna be sarcastic in the shadow realm because he out of here. Hey, because he out of here. Because he out of here. Yeah. He out of here. Anybody else? I'm the king of pop. who, who, bro, who else? Say something stupid in the chat and it's, yeah. I'm like, I'm Petey Crack. Petey Crack, make that thing go ring. Bro, I'm about to make that thing go ring. Me and my shooters. Okay. Bro, I'm not, my channel ain't for the weak. You foolish infidels. It's not for you foolish incels and infidels. I'm not playing no games with you. You say something stupid and we don't know you, we clapping. Tank is the A side. I post regular posts of him getting his hair braided and it goes viral. Other people get tattoos and do new hairdos. It don't go viral. Shout to Prophet. Bro, Tank can pick his nose. He pick his nose. And if I post it, I'm doing some numbers. That's why everybody keep talking about Tank. Tank and everybody title. He's not even fighting the Tank told you he's not even fighting the remainder of the year. And so you know this month not fighting for the rest of 2023. He fought 2, got 2 in. And everyone's still talking about him. He didn't even fight. So this is proving my point that he's got to be the A side. Hey, get the likes up. Ego got me in tears. Ha ha. Happy you're doing lives. I know that y'all listen. Y'all, if y'all happy, get them likes up. Bro, like salute. That's the only way I'm doing these lives. Let's talk about it. Yeah, we here. I'm here. Let's talk about it. No one else from 130 to 47 even can get in a fight with that girl and go viral like that. Unless it's something like uber crazy. Tank mugshot came out. It's a video. You know how many fighters and athletes get arrested? Tank is guaranteed success on this YouTube platform. And people playing dumb like, oh no. But here's the thing. Test this theory. If you disagree and you think there's anybody more lit in the other divisions, then don't talk about Tank for the next 6 months and only talk about whoever you think is more lit for 6 months. And then I'll talk about Tank and whoever else. And we'll see who do the most traffic. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Ego is the A side in boxing me. I'm the A side. I got to be the A side. I'm the smoothest. I'm the cleanest. I speak eloquent. I get y'all what y'all want. He said TMZ has a reporter dedicated to Tank. That's funny. Bro, it's just what it is. One time he says Devin got caught with a gun and no one cared trying to get street. Hey, nah, you petty, bro. Hey, Juan, you petty, bro. But I mean that's actually a little bit solid. Like in terms of this, if Tank posted a picture with a gun, people are like, "Oh, this guy's a bad influence. He has the Glock on him. He has the stick. Remove him from boxing." Bro, that's what I'm saying. Whether it's hate or it's love, anything Tank does is new. If Tank had a video with the stick out, then people are gonna talk about it. And y'all can play games if you want. And pretend what I'm saying ain't true. Oh, they saying Teofimo and Jermaine Ortiz? I like that fight. Hey, but what are they doing at 140? I like that fight. That's a good fight. Jermaine Ortiz and Teo? I like that. I like that. Yeah, I like that fight. I thought Jermaine Ortiz beat Loma. Bro, who Loma beat for real? Hold on. Now y'all gonna get me started. Like who did Loma beat for him to get the regard that y'all have for him? He cool. Loma cool. But who he beat? Who did Loma beat for y'all to praise him like y'all do? If Tank said he had the runs, it would be talked about for at least 24 hours. Facts. Bro, who Loma beat? Somebody let me know. Who he beat that just like certified him? Like that you would ever utter his name with Muhammad Ali? Devin beat Laura Loma Cambosis 2 times. Same man to beat T.O. And Devin beat Regis. Devin is a problem for Tank. I mean, Devin's a great fighter. So, yeah, I mean, but really, they're all a problem for each other. Shakur, he could be a problem for Devin. Devin could be a problem for Shakur. Shakur could be a problem for, until they fight, they all a problem for each other. So, it's like, you're not really saying nothing new. Yeah, that's why we have the sport of boxing. He thought he was cooking with that. But it's everybody, if you're a top 5 guy, then yeah. You're probably, there's some element of danger to fight you. My tip for doing the live, shout out to my boy Juan. What's good? What's good? He's a criminal. What? I don't get that. Somebody said, who a criminal? Y'all wildin'. He's dangerous. What is that, Michael Jackson? I don't know, bro. I don't know what you talking about. He a smooth criminal. He's dangerous. He's bad. The girl is mine. Like, bro, you saying Michael Jackson or something? Do you remember the time? Like, I'm getting Michael from what you saying. Everything you said sound like Michael. The boy ain't mine. Are you singing Billie Jean? What's going on? That was his response for saying Devin is the A side. Hey, Playboy Blends is wrong. You wrong for that, bro. Anyway, Tank is he's that dude. It is what it is. Him and Devin's a great fight. You know, it's a great fight, but they got to come to terms. It's that simple. I think he joking, Kamal. Whatever. But I'm still trying to figure out why PBC fighters have to do it for the fans and legacy and all of a sudden don't be the A side anymore and just make the fight no matter what. Like, why is that only PBC fight? Like, for example, Joshua, when he was undefeated with belts, Anthony Joshua, and everybody wanted to see him fight Wilder, what were they doing to Wilder? What was that? I'm going to ask again. When Joshua and Eddie Hearn, and Joshua had like 3 belts, and Wilder wanted to fight him, what were they doing to Deontay Wilder? Somebody answer that. Anybody. It could be a shooter. It could be a fan. What did they do to Deontay Wilder? When Joshua was undefeated with 3 belts. Because Al Heyman is black. See, there we go. What were they doing to Wilder? Nobody knows. Y'all don't remember what they was doing to Wilder? They said nobody knows him, yeah? What else they do? They froze him out. What else they do? Paying them no attention. All right, these are all great answers. I'm going to add to this because I was there for it. What they did to Wilder said Joshua sells out London and all Cardiff and all these places. They said Joshua is doing 30,000, 50,000, Wembley and all this stuff. They said he's the one, he putting butts in seats. He got 3 belts and he the A-side. So they A-sided him. To this day, they still haven't fought. To this day, they still haven't fought. But the point I'm making is Anthony Joshua used his leverage and they tried to lowball Wilder. They say, oh, Wilder, take this flat fee of $13 million and all this other goofy stuff, right? But the justification for these things was Joshua has 3 belts and Joshua puts butts in seats. He's the A side. So Wilder needed to conform and do as they said because Joshua was supposed to be so big in the UK and Wilder only had 1 belt. That's exactly how it went. And people like myself was like, all right, just make the fight. Wilder got to make some concessions at that time because he hadn't fought Fury, right? And he hadn't fought Luis Ortiz. So we were just like, let's see the fight. Deontay, go ahead and make those concessions because Joshua is supposed to be a big star and he got more belts than you and blah, blah, blah. So Wilder fans bowed down to the fact that Deontay Wilder at that time in that equation was not the A side and still pushed for the fight. We wanted to see Wilder get that fight. The difference with Devin Haney and Tank is the Haney bunch, the fans that are pulling and pushing for that fight aren't even acknowledging the differential in the A side. And they're saying, oh, Tank got to do this and meet Devin at his preferred weight. But I'm asking, when has that ever been the deal when you're a known A side? Where you get to be the B side and dictate all the terms, the major terms in terms of making the fight. How come Wilder couldn't do that to Joshua? So Wilder didn't even get the fight anyways. But can you imagine if Wilder said, you gotta fight and then this is the weight. You can't weigh more than this. He wouldn't have that type of jurisdiction to say that. Because Joshua already didn't want to fight him. So imagine if Wilder said, Joshua, you can't weigh any more than 245 as the B side. You see what I'm saying? The fight didn't happen, but for dang sure, it really wouldn't have happened if Wilder, as the B side, tried to dictate the terms. So that's what I'm not understanding about people and what their argument. They're saying, oh, Tank, forget all that A side stuff. Just do it anyway. Okay, so Joshua, why didn't he take the $50 million, come to America and fight the B side? Well, so that's what I'm saying. Why does PBC, they have to, okay, bro, now we're getting somewhere. When Wilder Joshua, when they were both undefeated, they A-sided Wilder to death, still didn't fight him, right? The fans said that Wilder needs to suck it up and conform, take the lowball money offer, the flat fee of $13.5 million from Eddie Hearn. No pay-per-view, no nothing. Just take it, fight in the UK, have everything against you. You're the B side. But then fast forward to the future, some of the same fans, they're saying that Devin Haney should be able to call the shots on Tank Davis and he doesn't have to make any kind of concessions. So that's what I'm saying. In the game of boxing, it's like almost like broken English. I'm speaking English fluently, but people aren't, their English is broken. What they're saying, these aren't real words, or you're not enunciating the word right. What I'm saying makes perfect sense and is consistent. What people have said in the past isn't. That's the point I'm making. The A side has always been around. It's always been a thing in boxing. and people pick and choose. If it's Canelo, if it's Joshua, when he was on top, everyone bows down and says, Joshua calls the shots. He got 3 belts. Wilder got 1. Joshua sells out crowds in the UK at that time. Wilder hadn't done crowds that big. So Wilder had to take short money. So when you're the B side with Al Heyman, then you gotta do whatever the A side is telling you. But then when you're the A side with Al Heyman, they still tell you to do and play the B side. That's not making sense to me. Canelo says he don't care about making the best fights or fighting dangerous mandatories. This is Kamal Oz. He says it's my career. He can get angry when mentioning legit names like Benavidez. They hate Tank for being quiet. That's what I'm saying. That's what's not making sense. Canelo really just did an interview a month ago and said, Benavidez, he might have to wait. I do whatever I want because I'm the king. He literally just spoke those words. And they in the same weight division, and that's his mandatory, Benavidez. Haney and Tank, they're not even in the same division right now. And then one guy's at A side. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all got the rules all jammed up. Not consistent at all. Well Spoken says, I'm okay with Tank being considered the A side. I'm just don't perceive. Bro, you can't even speak English. So why? This is the point I'm making. I'm making perfect sense. This dude said, I'm just don't perceive. I'm supposed to listen to you and your Ebonics, and you don't even know how to formulate a regular sentence, but I'm supposed to take business advice about the game I'm in and make money in, and it's been that way, but I'm supposed to listen to your point of view and really take it seriously, and you can't even put together a simple sentence. Simple Simon, he said, I'm just don't perceive him as A-side. Bro, you need to perceive an English tutor. That's what you need to perceive. Perceive some spelling and grammar. What the bro, this man's name is well spoken and he's not well spoken. This man gotta be joking or smoking. I said this man gotta be joking or smoking. His name is well spoken, but he's not well spoken. That's a bar. How is your name well spoken and you don't even know how to formulate a sentence? You a catfish. Bro, am I reading that wrong? Bro, his name says well spoken and he said, I'm just don't perceive him. Bro, listen. I'm the best in boxing history. Just face it. The man's name is well spoken and he's not well spoken. I'm just don't perceive. Bro, Hooked on Phonics work for me. Get him out. Oh my gosh, bro. How dare you? The fact that you peons want to backtalk me and you can't even spell a sentence is mind-boggling. It is astonishing. I'm just don't perceive. My boy said, I'm just don't perceive. I don't care what you perceive because your perception of the English language is not good either. So I don't really care. Let's just start with that. He's like, my perception, bro. Your perception all over the place, just like your spelling. My typo error, if it makes you feel better to mock me. Oh, now what you a Karen? Oh, now he trying to get sympathy, y'all. Hey, he wants some sympathy, y'all. Bro, it's still bad. My typo error. That's not even a complete sentence, nor did you capitalize the M in my. So you still didn't even do much better in the second one. And then you spell mint without an A. Oh my God, bro, just face it. It's over. Bro, you're just not well spoken. You spelled mint, M-E-N-T. You forgot the A. Bro, you're making it work. Don't spell no more wrong, and I'll leave you alone. Bro, you're not making. You better get on Google Translate. You better do something. Get a lifeline and call your pops and help him, have him call you so you could curate a sentence to speak to King Ego. Bro, shout to Prophet. Your perception don't matter. That's what I'm saying. See, but Prophet's been to a Gervonta Davis fight. As have I. I've been to Gervonta Davis's fight. Hey, Rick King flaming you. He said, it's dope. Bro, get him. He don't know what he's talking about. But that's what I'm saying. These are the people you want me to listen to. I spent all this time breaking boxing down and giving you the fact. And then I'm supposed to listen to his perception. And he can't even write a sentence. I made a point, though, regardless. Bro, why did you put regardless with a period? Bro, you do not know how to write a sentence. He said, I made a point though, period. Regardless, period. In short, bro, you cannot, this is not sentence structure. You do not know what you're doing there. See, what did Dame Dash say? You sound smart to somebody who's dumb. Bro, I'm not the one. Bro, you got to come with some real, I can tell you can't spell. You can try your hardest. Stop typing, bro. You're only making it worse. I'm not listening to anything until you can grammatically write a sentence that makes sense. He said he speaks in Jar Jar Binks from Star Wars. Wow. He need to get on the phone. I try to tell you, but this is who's saying that Boxing Ego is wrong. Shout out to Kenya B, because she has intelligence and she knows how to type a sentence. Kenya B is a regular, and I see her English language frequently as she leaves comments, and it never looks like Mr. Well-spoken. Somebody said he using text to speech. I don't know what he's using. But you can't be called well-spoken if you're not well-spoken. That don't even make sense. This generation is screwed. The man named well-spoken can't type a damn sentence. And then I'm supposed to believe him. Oh, yeah, but Tank. Bro, he even what you said, even if I forgive the spelling errors and the grammatical errors that you made, he still said, Tank Davis, he's not calling out Haney. When you are the A side, people call you out. You don't need to call people out. Floyd Mayweather be at the girl collection and roller skating with Usher. Usher, baby. Everybody mentioned his name. Bro, Floyd be with Usher. Yeah. He be roller skating at the roller rink. When you that dude, you don't have to be like, okay, that's like saying, oh, Ego, you didn't respond to this YouTube channel. And I'm not going to. They don't make what I make. Like, they don't have the subs I had. Why would I? See, this is where some of you guys, you think this is high school. Somebody called your name out, so you got to respond immediately. That you're proving to me that Tank is the A side. He said, bro, fumbled each attempt. I'm so done, bro. But all this is saying is you're proving that Tank is the A side, because when you are truly an A side, shout out to Zanger Industries for subscribing. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. I'm the best in the business. You're proving my point that Tank is the A side, because when you're in a position of power, usually you can just tap in and pop in when you want. You don't have to just sit there and do stuff when people want you to do stuff. So it's further illustrating that Tank is really that guy, in boxing if everybody has to mention him in the headline. Bro, imagine it. Okay. Imagine this. What if there was like a law in America where any boxer that mentions Tank's name would be fined some astronomical amount of money? What if you say Tank's name, Gervonta Davis, Tank Davis, any form of that, what if you would get fined $50 million? Nobody's trying to lose $50 million per infraction. Imagine if YouTubers that hate Tank, if you said his name, put his name in the title, then you get fined $20 million, $50 million, whatever the fine is. Can you imagine if there was like a fine where each time you said his name was an infraction? Bro, these dudes would be penniless, or they would have to not talk about him. It's the usual suspects constantly speaking on that in which they do not like. And then even some people, oh, yes, because I'm trying to pressure the fight. But you're not pressuring the fight. You think the fight, bro, so you think the fight is going to get made because of YouTube videos or Facebook posts or Snapchats or TikToks? A bunch of people on TikTok is not going to make Devin, Haney, and Tank fight. Analogy, Will Smith don't respond to disses. # King. Bro, you don't, that's what I'm saying. When you're the A side, when you're that dude, you don't really have to do that. People get mad because, like, even the Jada stuff, Will Smith never really spoke on it. Like, people are like, oh, what do you think of Jada saying this and that? And he don't have to. Why is he? Bro, that's his family. People get mad because he don't dignify them with the response, but that's his prerogative. If you don't want to talk about his wife and what she said, then you gotta rock with it. People mad because Tank Davis is doing what he wants. And he's in the position now where he can call the shots. And he's not on your terms. That's what the issue is. Oh, but do it for legacy. Man, legacy. Legacy. Fuck the fans. Legacy. All that stuff you talking about. Don't tell me about I don't care about no legacy. This is how I know that legacy talk is fake. Listen up. This is how I know legacy talk is fake. Listen, I'm about to drop uncut gems like the title say. Smash the like button. I'm about to drop another gem just like the other one. This is how I know all that legacy talk is fake. If y'all want me to drop an uncut gem, everybody type gems. Everybody type gems. Not like you trying to work out, but GEMS, gems. And I'm going to drop you a gem. I'm going to drop a jewel. Oh, yeah, I like y'all putting the gym emoji. This is how I know the legacy talk is cap. Here's why. Let me drop a gem for y'all. Because legacy is not determined while one is in their career. Legacy is determined when your career is finished. You can't pick up a book, read one chapter, close the book, and determine if that was a good book or not. You got to read the book from front to back. And then after, you assess all the information and knowledge contained in that book to determine if that was a good book. So anybody who's screaming, oh, legacy and legacy is not one fight. Legacy is how you will be viewed once it's all said and done. So you can't take someone premature midway in their career or halfway or a third of the way or 75% done and then determine where they'll be viewed. Because imagine people like Floyd Mayweather. Imagine if I say, oh, Floyd, he won't go down as the greatest, but I chose to bookmark it and make these comments when he fought Carlos Baldomir. So you would only be able to look at a selection of fights. But then you look at everybody he fought after Carlos Baldomir. Maybe that changes stuff because he fought Manny Pacquiao, Maidana twice. After the Baldomir fight, he fought Ricky Hatton, Juan Manuel Marquez, Berto. So how can I have said midway in his career at the Carlos Baldomir fight, for example, you know what I mean? Oh, Floyd is not a GOAT. Floyd is not going to ever be nothing and blah, blah, blah. What about Miguel Cotto? All those names came after it. Miguel Cotto, Shane Mosley. So that's what I'm saying. Anybody talking that legacy stuff is stupid because your legacy is, you don't just get to pick when you want the legacy to start, like, and you don't know what someone's going to do next. Because when Floyd fought Carlos Baldomir, he hadn't even fought Oscar De La Hoya, right? So how can you have said that Floyd ain't a legend or he will never go down as the GOAT, but you're picking a stopping point, but his career wasn't stopped? Think about what I said, people. You would have prematurely judged the situation and just looked at, okay, he fought Zab, he fought, Chico Corrales, he fought Gennaro Hernandez, he fought Emmanuel Augustus Burton, Sharmba Mitchell. Okay, that's cool. But that's not when he chose to stop. Now, if he just hung him up right then and there after Carlos Baldomir, then that's his legacy. But his legacy doesn't stop when you want it to stop. That's the point I'm making. And if you don't know a person's next move or where they're going next, then you can't judge somebody's legacy during the journey. The legacy is when you look back at the body of work that they left. Like, when they have those like montages at the Oscar Awards and they look at like maybe a retired actor or actor that's deceased or something like that. Now you can look at Humphrey Bogart from start to finish and see what they contributed to cinema. But you can't go after his first movie, third movie, and just say, "Oh man, he overrated." Like, you got to look at somebody's whole body of work. So yeah, I don't. That whole legacy thing is stupid because you can't judge somebody's legacy during the fight. You don't know what's next. Who knew? If you would have stopped Floyd's career and said, "Oh, he's not going to be a legend," for whatever reason, that was before he even became Money Mayweather, because the Oscar De La Hoya fight happened next. And then he took and built what he had already built as Pretty Boy Floyd to a whole nother level and became a box office, person to set all these records. So how can you look at Tank and say at age 30, his legacy's in tatters? You don't even know what he's going to do in the next couple of years. You got to look at somebody's legacy when it's a wrap. Once they retired, now you could, like Andre Ward, I could look at his resume and look at what he did and what he embodied and the Super Sick. I could look at it all. You can't do that. And then some people, like my guy Roy Jones Jr., they kind of hurt their legacy if they keep fighting. Like talking about he fighting Tommy Fury. You know what I'm saying? So if they stay too long, maybe they hurt their legacy a little bit. But that's why I don't worry about it. Oh, do it for legacy, bro. You don't know what somebody's legacy gonna be until it's written. Like, honestly, we'll switch gears from sports. 50 Cent. Let's say 50 Cent came out 2002, 2003. Did you know when he was screaming G-Unit and dropping albums with G-Unit and all this stuff, did you know that he would later star in movies? Did you know that he would later come out with hit TV shows like Power and all this other stuff? There's no way you would have known that. Did you know he was going to do the vitamin water deal before he did the vitamin water deal? So if we're looking at the mark someone left, aka legacy, you can't just say after the Massacre album and then just judge 50 because he did stuff after that. He might have did the vitamin water deal. Hey, something special, man. He did Power in movies and different things after that. So, yeah, don't let people gas you with this, oh, Tank needs to worry about his legacy, bro. Everybody's legacy is what it is at the current point. But then when their career is finished, that's when you go back and then assess where they're placed amongst the greats and all that type of stuff. Like, in the meantime, you do like Kobe Bryant, put your head down, become the best person, be disciplined, keep grinding, keep working. And then the people like Kobe Bryant, they'll talk about you forever. So yeah, I don't buy that whole like, oh, he got to do this, his legacy and all this goofy stuff. Because no one can judge your legacy during. The difference is money. UFC big fights are $1 million a piece. Yeah, facts. Anyway, I'll be back with some more heat. I'm going to holler at y'all. I'll leave y'all with that since y'all want to talk about legacy.